Hi everyone, Ironclad Cobra here, and welcome to another Back to the 80s video. Of course, as you know, I'm always a huge fan of 80s LCD games, and I try to find them and buy them from local eBays or secondhand stores. A couple of days ago, I was also lucky to find this cool red LCD game. This is also from LIWACO. And for those who didn't watch the previous video, LIWACO is actually a German pronunciation. It stands for the initials of LI, Liebermann, and WA, which is WA in German, stands for Welchli. This is actually the initials of two German businessmen who founded this electronics or consumer electronics company in 1912, 100 years ago in Japan. So therefore you will see most of the LIWACOs that you have from the 80s are made in Japan. So this runs on one LR44 battery. So let me just pop in the battery tray so you can have a look. So it's one LR44. And it's relatively a small handheld, you know. Back in the day, this was quite small. Even for today, I have small hands, but this really feels small in hands. Let me just give you an idea about the measurements of this cool handheld. The length is 9.5 centimeters. The width is about 6.5, I guess, yes, around 6.5, and then the thickness is about 1 centimeter. And just to give you an idea of how small the screen is, which is an LCD screen, if we try to measure it in inches, it's even smaller than 2 inches, so it's roughly 1.7 or 1.8 inches. That's relatively a small handheld, but it's really cute. It's called Lion Tamer, which basically you need to have you need to whip the lions actually that are next to the cages. I'll just pop in the battery just to give you an idea about how cool were those games. I think the game is in good condition. The buttons are working. The artwork, you know, it's not, you know, erased in general. Yeah, it's here actually, made in Japan, as I mentioned. Most of the LIWACOs you will see that are made in Japan. Okay, those Japanese manufacturers really made some cool handhelds back in the 80s. As you know, on my channel I have a couple of Casios from Japan. I have a couple of Tronicas from Hong Kong as well. So now I have two LIWACOs. The one that I reviewed recently, which is called Emergency, the one that has a radio, and this one is the Lion Tamer. Okay, so let me just pop in the battery and share with you some cool nostalgic sound of the LCD games. Okay, let's share some gameplay. I'll try to bring it as close as possible to the camera. Okay, so we have to okay, let's start. So you have to use your whip to tame the lions and tigers. You can reset the lap as well. Start over. You have to try to get them into the cages by using the whip button. Okay, that would be for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this nostalgic little LCD game from the 80s. As I mentioned, I couldn't find the exact year of release. If you know the exact year of release, please share in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure it's the 80s. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and always remember, we don't stop gaming because we grow old. We grow old because we stop gaming.